Hi, my name is Noni Matigela. Welcome to the Noni M podcast. I want us to talk about Ubafana Mahungela. Do you guys remember the guy? Do you guys remember Ubafana Mahungela, the 21-year-old student who was arrested in 2023, if I remember correctly? I think it was early 2023. He was arrested for the murder of a teacher that was doing a run somewhere in Gauteng, in Sentin or Bryanston. I don't remember much. But I've got this article. It looks like yesterday he was in court and this is what happened. I'm going to read it quickly for you. I find this on Facebook on Tlantlalak's official. Defense seeks withdrawal of charges in Bafana Mahungela case amid DNA evidence concerns. The legal team representing Bafana Mahungela, who is currently on trial in the South Gauteng High Court, has formally requested that all charges against their client be withdrawn, citing significant discrepancies in newly disclosed DNA evidence. Mahungela faces serious charges relating to case registered in Sentin under case 797/10/2023. Also, it was late 2023 in October. The matter has been postponed to 14 May 2025 to allow the defense time to confirm trial readiness. Following the disclosure of the police docket and additional evidentiary material on 14 April 2025. In their representations to the Director of Public Prosecutions, Mahungela's lawyer argued that critical DNA evidence available since 22 December 2023 was not disclosed during bail proceedings or early stages of the pretrial process. During those earlier hearings, the prosecution opposed Mahungela's release, citing pending forensic analysis and post-mortem results. The newly disclosed DNA findings reportedly do not link Mahungela to the crime scene. Instead, swabs collected from the deceased hands and under her fingernails point to a physical altercation with another unidentified female at or near the time of death. The defense contends that the prosecution not only failed to disclose these findings, but also misrepresented the status of forensic evidence as recently as 23 February 2025, when prosecutors allegedly claimed they were unaware of the DNA results but would follow up. The DNA evidence introduces a new line of inquiry that must be fully explored in the interest of justice. The defense wrote in its submission, "We are therefore requesting that the charges be withdrawn pending a proper investigation into the implication of this evidence." Mahungela, described by his legal team as a student with no prior convictions and no flight risk, has expressed full willingness to cooperate with any ongoing investigations. And then there is the results. The results reads as follows from South African Police Services, lab with the reference lab 552805/23, inquiries warrant officer OKL Rapia, the Office of the Head Forensic Science Laboratory, Pretoria, 2024-03-13, Sentin case 797/10/2023. The samples will, with respect to the above mentioned case, have been received and analyzed by the laboratory. Please note, in addition to the attached report, the following. 2.1. No semen and blood was detected from the plastic bag and plastic item, P blah, blah, blah. No blood was detected from the hat and pair of sneakers, as well as cap. No hair roots was detected on the hats. You are welcome to contact the undersigned should you have any questions in this regard by quoting the above mentioned lab number. Now, it sounds as if Ubafana Mahungela has nothing to do with the crime. However, The only thing for me that I would think has happened here is that Ubafana, the touching of the dead bodies, what, I think that would be his case. That's the case that he needs to answer for. However, the way Bafana was so confident in court, guys, if you remember back then during the time of the bail hearing, the way he spoke, at some point, I personally and other persons thought, this person is so arrogant after this mess. And he was definitely saying, I did not delete this person. I found the lady lying there. My sin was to touch it. I panicked. And well, now looking at the things that are happening, our questions are like, why did he touch the body? He did say, I panicked. He did say that he panicked. Yeah, Bo. So, yeah, someone is writing, he still tampered with the corpse, which is a criminal offense. Yes, that would be his case, ne? And then someone says, it's one of those cases of being at the wrong place at the wrong time. His mistake was he panicked and took the deceased clothes for him not to be linked to her demise because he touched her when he was checking on her. Full CCTV footage must be released, not just some parts, and the deceased partner must be thoroughly interrogated. Bafana is being used as a scapegoat, wrong place, wrong time. No matter how he is currently being labeled and judged, most people will be shocked when the truth comes out. Moral of the story, someone else is writing. Moral of the story, get yourself a lawyer, especially you, my black brother. Pay that 200 per month. Otherwise, you go down for crimes you did not commit in this country because people just don't want to do their jobs. We are forcing people to actually do proper investigations and take their job seriously. Someone else says, I knew this guy was innocent. I remember seeing his father crying so too hysterically with so much pain. He couldn't believe it, but our justice system is crap. Police will beat you to confess things you didn't do because they have commander on their neck. Justice for him. Hope he sues the state. Someone says the deceased is silently fighting for Bafana. She knows exactly who deleted her. Many people said he isn't the one. Unfortunately, they are not employed by SET. Many people. Yeah, ne? I remember there was a lot of, and then someone is saying, justice for Bafana, this guy is innocent and should be released. All he needs is someone who will listen to him with a sober mind and not use emotions in this case. May God make a way for him. Question is, why was he wearing her clothing? I hope that question is being asked by a sober person because that's what he admitted to do. He panicked. And then the question is, what someone else is writing is, never touch a dead body or someone injured if there's no one around to witness. Rather, call the ambulance if you think usaphila or call the police if you suspect uswelekile. Ungabotshwa uhlale ejele kuthiwe ubulele ube umfumene eswelekile. Ultimately, all the necessary details will surface pending further investigation. Chances are on the other side of the same coin. Bafana, he's not guilty. Someone says, honestly, if you hear him out, not just listen to him. Check his interaction with his family. Listen to what others say about him. Read his nonverbal cues, etc. He can somewhat tell the guy didn't. You can tell someone. You can somewhat tell the guy didn't kill anyone. He was probably high on something or still drunk when he wore her clothes or probably wanted some gym wear of a certain brand. I have somewhat believed him. And then someone else says, we did say that he did not commit this crime. His story was straight from day one. You can't prosecute someone based on him appearing on CCTV footage. The reason he found himself in the legal situation or predicament is because of how he thinks. He is very smart, thinks differently. He thought by changing into Her t-shirt would keep him safe from any police smoke trouble. Smart people are stupid in that way. Well, we are still yet to hear again what's going to happen with the entire situation. But hey, I sana, yo. Let's hope and see what something is going to give on the 14th of May when they come back to court, which is next week already. Thank you so much. What are your thoughts when it comes to this Mahungela case, Bafana Mahungela case? Let's talk in comment section. Bye-bye.